Thank you for joining us today. My name is Jeff Lieberman, and I'm very honored to chair today's Holocaust Remembrance ceremony. Unto every person there is a name is being held in conjunction with similar ceremonies around the world. Brith Canada, a national advocacy and human rights organization, sponsors this program in the hope that it will strengthen the bond of memory, the bond between past and present. The Holocaust is a tragedy whose size defies comprehension. 6 million Jews were murdered, 1.5 million children, thousands of Jewish communities were obliterated forever. Today we meet to remember the victims of the Shoah. We read their names as a tribute to the lives they led and hope to lead. Judaism holds the act of remembering in the highest regard, constantly commanding us to remember. We are about to fulfill this duty. Today, we remember their suffering, we mourn the memories, and we pay tribute to those who liberated them. Unto every person there is a name, gives names back to those who were stripped of their identities before they were robbed of their lives. By reciting their names, we remember that each victim was an individual, a mother or father, a son or daughter, a sister or brother, a child, a friend. Each had hopes and dreams, and like all people, each clung to life. We, the living, bear witness today, not just here, but in communities around the world. Together we affirm that the innocent lives lost in the Holocaust have not and will not be forgotten. Their names will always be remembered. Nobel Prize laureate Elie Wiesel wrote, "For memory is a blessing. It creates bonds rather than destroys them. Bonds between present and past, between individuals and groups. It is because I remember our common beginning that I move closer to my fellow human beings. It is because I refuse to forget that their future is as important as my own. What would the future be if it were devoid of memory?"
And children who lost their lives in the Holocaust. And thank you for your dedicated work through the Center for Jewish Identity and with Yad Vashem, the World Holocaust Remembrance Center, in raising awareness and providing the public with education on the Holocaust. Today marks Yom Hashoah, the Holocaust Martyrs and Heroes Remembrance Day, and the Unto Every Person There Is a Name commemoration ceremony. It is 80 years since the onset of mass annihilation, a solemn milestone and the theme of this year's observances. Despite the distance between us today, we still remember and speak the names of 6 million Jewish victims of the Holocaust. And today, I ask you to remember the victims of the Holocaust were not numbers, but individuals with names and identities, people full of life, love, and dreams for their lives. There were 6 million human beings, mothers, fathers, grandparents, brothers, sisters. The unfathomable loss represents voices silenced. For many of the victims, this day represents the only time their names are said aloud, having lost all friends and family in the horrors of the Holocaust. We must not forget them and vow never again. We must fight anti-Semitism, racism, discrimination wherever it is found. As a Jewish boy growing up in South Winnipeg, I too experienced anti-Semitism, something that has stayed with me for the rest of my life and encourages me, and through my effort with other people, to make the point that we must ever be vigilant. Have a reflective moment, and thank you for your attention.
Unto every person there is a name. Unto every person there is a name, bestowed on him by God and given to him by his parents.
Unto every person there is a name accorded him by his stature, the type of smile, and style of dress.
Unto every person there is a name, conferred by the mountains and the walls which surround him.
Unto every person there is a name granted him by fortune's wheel, or that which neighbors call him.
Unto every person there is a name, assigned him by his failings or contributed by his yearnings.
Unto every person there is a name given to him by his enemies or by his love.
Unto every person there is a name, derived from his celebration and his occupation.
Unto every person there is a name presented him by the seasons and his blindness.
Unto every person there is a name, which receives from the sea and is given to him by his death.
We light this candle to rekindle God's flame, to shine his light upon the world once again, to sanctify the memories of the millions of souls, to honor their prayers and all their lost goals. We bless their existence by being alive, to light this candle as proof we survive.
There is a prayer which is considered like an important part of the service, the prayer service in Judaism. And it says, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. The Lord is one God, the Lord is one. And this prayer is recited when death seems imminent. So whenever the Jews were taken to be gas or whatever their fate, their prayer was always this one. And it is always an important part of the service in Judaism.
My name is Amy Browerman, and I am a teacher at Grey Academy of Jewish Education. My grandfather, Aron Lieberman, is a Holocaust survivor. He grew up in Pięćno, Poland. His parents were Yaakov and Nacha. His brothers were Yosel, Abraham, Isaac, Moshe, and Yitzchak. His sister was Franya. Aron's father owned a successful store that sold cloth. Yaakov, Aron's father, was a leader in the Jewish community of Pięćno, and in 1939, the Nazis took him and 3 other community leaders and hung them on the street. In the fall of 1940, when Aron was 18 years old, he was taken from his home and family. He never saw his family after that day again. My grandfather was first taken to the Monowitz concentration camp. He was later sent to the Posen concentration camp, as well as Auschwitz, Buna, and then Buchenwald. The number tattooed on his arm is 142431. While in these camps, Aron was forced to do hard labor, including construction and repairing roads and buildings. If you refused to do the work, or if you couldn't, they would shoot you on the spot. Aron worked forced labor until he was liberated. Before the war ended, the Germans took approximately 1,500 prisoners out of Buchenwald and made them walk to Munich. Aron was among these 1,500 people. He said that if you stopped walking for any reason, the Nazis would shoot you and leave you to die. Approximately 500 people survived the walk and reached Munich. Aron was liberated in Munich in 1945. After the war, Aron found out that his whole family was killed by the Nazis. His father, mother, 5 brothers, sister, and a sister-in-law. In 1946, Aron went from Germany to Amsterdam, Holland, where he lived until 1954. He worked at the Philips factory while in Amsterdam. In 1954, Aron had an opportunity to either go to Israel or Canada, and he chose Canada. We believe that the Canadian Jewish Congress sponsored him to Canada, so he took a ship across the ocean and landed in Montreal on September 23, 1954. He was told to come to Winnipeg, so he boarded a train. He couldn't speak any English, but he found a porter on the train, Jack Levitt, who was from Winnipeg and who spoke Yiddish. He gave Aron his phone number and told him to call him. After settling in Winnipeg, Aron called Jack Levitt and got together with him and his family. Jack's family became Aron's family, and we are very blessed by the generosity of the Levitt family. The Levitts introduced Aron to Dora Wise, who was a Winnipegger, and they were married from June 1st, 1958 until Dora passed away in June 2011. Aron and Dora have 2 sons, my father Jeff and my uncle Gary, and they have 6 grandchildren, myself, my husband Gabriel, my brothers Josh and Noah, and my cousins Brooke and Justin. Aron is currently living at the Simpkins Center, and he celebrated his 98th birthday on October 10th, 2020.
Kalman Weinfeld, killed in Auschwitz. Yankel Rivka Weingart, killed in Poland. Martha Weinman, killed in Riga. Noah Mendel Chaim Weinstein, killed in Pavel. Biel Simon Zalka Joseph Arthur Weinwurm, killed in Auschwitz. Ferenc Honey Leslie Weiss, killed in Auschwitz. Unto every person there is a name.
Frida Jacob Diamond, killed in Poland. Isaac Aaron Sarah Esther Diner, killed in Trostkov. Chaim Hirsch Leah Elizer Ruchel Muni Avram Dodek, killed in Poland. Dora Adolf Dollar, killed in Poland. Charlotte Donath, killed in Auschwitz. Unto every person there is a name.
Gershon, Regina, Shlomo, Toba, Pessel, Anna, Ziggy, Weiss, killed in Lvov. Ignatz, Bertha, Moish, Wilnos, Sando, Weiss, killed in Auschwitz. Goldachaya, Avram Wolf, Tuli, Suri, Chaim, Malek, Frimit, Yitzchak, Lula, Kyla, Jose, Weisner, killed in Auschwitz. Chaim, Malka, Gedale, Sophie, Moish, Rochelle, Chalka, Wieselman, killed in unknown location. Hirsch, Moish, Shlomo, Pearl, Israel, Vivel, Wieselman, killed in Biltzia Kuzau. Udos, Mendel, Leah, Winauker, killed in Pinsk. Unto every person there is a name.
Manya Zimmerknop, killed in an unknown location. Mendel Zimmler, killed in Majdanek. Jacob Leb, Leah, Mendel, Regina, Esther, Joseph Zimmer, killed in Zloxau. Unto every person there is a name.
Jakob Mina Reibel, killed in Glaboki. Janina Vaclav, Julius, Dora, Riker, killed in Treblinka and Warsaw. Chaya, Fania, Chaim, Duvid, Zlata, Chaya, Izzy, Haim, Zipa, Ryder, killed in Mielnica. Taib, Yosef, Masha, Fega, Reimer, killed in Vilno and Gluboki. Ursula, Emma, Reiningheim, killed in Auschwitz. Arthur, Clara, Dolek, Rice, killed in Buchach. Babchia, Reimer. Abe, Shiva, Favel, Rivets, killed in Milnov. Esther, Abraham, Sonia, Robinovich, killed in Grodno. Irma Robinson, killed in Auschwitz. Ruchel, Riva, Ronia, Reutelman, killed in Rakitno. Unto every person there is a name.
Moses, Golda, Mindel, Leo, Yoshevet, Jacob, Miriam, Leon, Shlomo, Ezrael, Hinda, Miller, killed in Treblinka. Mirka, Yitzhak, Milstein, killed in Kostopol. Meir, Golda, Haim, Riza, Milstein, killed in Vogenius Volensky. Nadia, David, Miltzman, killed in Kamenians Podolsky. Mordecai, Zissel, Ethel, Hannah, Scheindel, Mendel, Molinarski, killed in Treblinka. Burek, Sarah, Aron, Mordecai, Abraham, Rachel, Bluma, Lenarski, killed in Piotrkov, Dachau, Treblinka. Genia Molarski, killed in Auschwitz. Unto every person there is a name.
The last, the very last, so richly, brightly, dazzlingly yellow. Perhaps if the sun's tears would sing against a white stone. Such a yellow, is carried lightly way up high. It went away, I'm sure, because it wished to kiss the world goodbye. For 7 weeks I've lived in here, penned up inside this ghetto. But I have found what I love here. The dandelions call to me and the white chestnut branches in the court. Only I never saw another butterfly. That butterfly was the last one. Butterflies don't live in here, in the ghetto.
Abraham, Riza, Sarah, Moisha, Shlima, Esther Fox, killed in Auschwitz. Leocadia, Moritz, Bernard, Stefania, Gottlaub, killed in Poland. Chaim, Bluma, Gottesfeld, killed in Skala Forest. Erna Gottlieb, killed in Auschwitz. Dezo, Margaret, Sandor, George, Hugo, Clara, Gottlieb, killed in Auschwitz and the USSR. Joseph Jacob Green, killed in Kharkov and Firkana. Chaim Greenbaum, killed in Poland. Unto every person there is a name.
Gedalia, Esther, Chea, Avram, Fega, Rashmiel, Bruka, Morocco, killed in Poland. Shea, Mania, Enye, Aron, Jania, Mordkovitz, killed in Poland. Samuel, Etel, Olga, Moskowitz, killed in Poland. Nacha, Meyer, Herschel, Tazia, Moskowitz, killed in Chelno. Chena, Moskowitz, killed in Konin. Unto every person there is a name.
Gerson, Rosalia, Laszlo, Sando, Heidinger, killed in Bergen-Belsen. Celia, Heitlinger, killed in Poland. Joseph, Zalka, Piri, Matilda, Eva, Herzog, killed in Auschwitz. Leo, Malka, Anne, Regina, Rose, Hirsch, killed in Kopczynski. David, Mendel, Hockman, killed in Poland. Meyer, Malka, Menachem, Brandel, Ingberman, killed in Birkenau. Yehudit, David, Rizel, Moisha, Chana, Leah, Feigel, Ingberman, killed in Birkenau. Israel, Rivka, Chana, Benjamin, Intrader, killed in Poland. Unto every person there is a name.
Louise Moore, killed in Auschwitz. Golda Liebel Monik, killed in Auschwitz. Ben Zion Leah Shlomi Rubanovich, killed in Vilno Kula. Unto every person there is a name.
Giza Iro, killed in Poland. Rivka Celia Chanya Sender Itzkevich, killed in Auschwitz. Louisa Solomon Isaac, killed in Auschwitz. Aaron Cates, killed in Poland. Raphael Iser Avram Cates, killed in Ponary. Pearl Pesach Golgia Velvel Solka Cates, killed in Ternopil. Jakob Goldie Cates, killed in Treblinka. Unto every person there is a name.
First they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak for me.
Avram and Burl Greenfeld, killed in Poland. Mordecai, Leah, Hirsch, Zelik, Nissan, Chaya, Bela, Greenfeld, killed in Przemyslany. Sigmund, Juliana Griez, killed in Kristartsa, USSR. Fruma, Leibel, Sarah, Daniel, Chaya, Aaron, Rochelle, Joshua, Itka, Yoshevet, Yakov, Grudzinski, killed in Auschwitz. Shmuel, Esther, Chai, Sarah, Avram, Elia, Abba, Sarah, Reuven, Grosenberg, killed in Auschwitz. Berish, Sisna, Abba, Shmuel, Malk, Grossberg, killed in Auschwitz. Unto every person there is a name.
Moisha Wasserman, killed in Balta. Goldie Asher Wasserman, killed in Shorostakov. Jakob Manuchin Wasserman, killed in Auschwitz. Shiva Pina Ulig Shea Waxman, killed in Poland. Moses Frida Meyer Jakob Weinberg, killed in Minsk and USSR. Rochelle Henoch Shea Rizel Rochelle Malka Coleman Shanna Rosa Masha Winokur, killed in Treblinka. Unto every person there is a name.
Isaac, Helena, Herman, Natan, Frida, Tauba, Thou, killed in Poland. Avram, Shaika, Rochelle, Nadi, Herschel, David, Yosel, Thou, killed in an unknown location. Motel, Basia, Kaim, Batsheva, Tordes, killed in Kovno. Chana, Sev, Shandel, Tybal, Semabasia, Sarah, Moishe, Basia, killed in Poland.
Mandel, Kates, killed in Sobal. Muncia, Pavel, Jacob, Schindler, Voiv Meir, Chaya, Freemet, Kates, killed in Auschwitz. Moishe Kates, killed in Peremilovke. Label, Katzenellenbogen, killed in Auschwitz. Chana Chaya, David, Rachel, Simon, Katesman, killed in Berlinitz. Moshe, Aron, Esther, Pavel, Bessie, Yankel, Malmed, killed in Poland. Nasim, Pesi, June, Rushka, Mandelbaum, killed in Poland. Raphael, Perla, Bincia, Tovaya, Mandelman, killed in Treblinka. Unto every person there's a name.
Beth Meir Zalmanovich, killed in Hamburg, Auschwitz. Fagel Kalman Zygmunt, killed in Auschwitz. Sonia, Abram, Alka, Leah, Zilberman, killed in Pinsk. Unto every person there is a name.
You, my only one, dearest. In isolation, we are waiting for darkness. We considered the possibility of hiding, but decided not to do it since we felt it would be hopeless. The famous trucks are already here, and we are waiting for it to begin. I am completely calm. You, my only and dearest one, do not blame yourself for what happened. It was our destiny. We did what we could. Stay healthy, and remember my words that time will heal. If not completely, then at least partially. Take care of the little golden boy, and don't spoil him too much with your love. Both of you, stay healthy, my dear ones. I will be thinking of you and Misa. Have a fabulous life. We must board the trucks. Into eternity. Vilma.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה. בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, וחיי חון וביומי חון, וחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ויאמרו אמן. יהא שמי רבה מברך לעלם ולעולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא. ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, למידם בעלמה וימרו אמן. יהא שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל וימרו אמן. עושה שלום ממרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו אמן.
I would like to thank everyone who has participated in making this event possible, to the Westwood Historical Society for their continued dedication and advocacy for Holocaust education, and to B'nai Brith for entrusting us with the responsibility to create this year's Yom Hashoah service. I would like to end the service by remembering the 6 million Jewish sons, daughters, mothers, fathers, grandmothers, grandfathers, aunts, uncles, and cousins who are not able to be here today. I will end with an excerpt from Emanuel Ringelblum's Notes from the Warsaw Ghetto, which is one of the most important accounts of Jewish life, culture, and resistance in the Warsaw Ghetto, where accounts were taken from October 1939 to March 7th, 1944, when Ringelblum, his wife Yehudit, and 7-year-old Yuri were killed by the Gestapo at Paviak prison. Ringelblum stated, "It must all be recorded, with not a single fact omitted, and when the time comes, as it surely will, let the world read and know what the murderers have done. Let us continue to witness about the Shoah, and let us always carry their memory. Unto every person there is a name."